The first snow of winter drifted quietly over the ruined village, settling on broken roofs and shattered windows like a soft apology the world could no longer speak. Amelia Ward pulled her coat tighter as she walked through the narrow road, the distant thud of artillery sounding like a heartbeat she no longer trusted. She was a field nurse, young, exhausted, but stubbornly alive. Her days were filled with bandages, morphine, and the trembling hands of soldiers who whispered the names of people they might never see again. Then there was Daniel Hale. She had met him months earlier when he was brought in with a shrapnel wound, conscious enough to joke that he had seen worse paper cuts. He had dark, steady eyes and a voice that felt like warmth after endless cold. When he healed, he didn't leave her heart behind, though neither dared to call it love, not in a world where love felt like a luxury. War taught them to speak in glances, not promises. One night, after a brutal day of casualties, Daniel appeared outside the medical tent. Mud on his boots, exhaustion heavy on his face. But he smiled, the kind that belonged to the man he was before the uniform. "I got something for you," he said. From his pocket he pulled out a small wooden bird, hand-carved, wings lifted as if mid-flight. "It's Hope," he said. "Carved it during the quiet hours. Thought maybe you could use some." Amelia's throat tightened. She hadn't cried in weeks, not when soldiers died holding her hands, not when explosions shook her awake at night. But for the first time, she almost did. A week later, his unit was sent to the front lines. She didn't hear from him, not for days, not for weeks. Then one evening, a messenger arrived with a box, dented, dirty, and tied with a thin rope. Her heart stopped. Hands trembling, she opened it. Inside was a letter. Only one. "If this reaches you," it began, "then something has gone wrong." Her vision blurred. "I need you to know, the days I spent talking to you were the only ones that felt real. If I don't return, promise me you'll keep the bird. Let it remind you that even in the worst of places, we still managed to find something good." The rest of the page was smudged by water, or tears. She never knew. But a week later, Daniel returned. Alive. Bruised, thin, with a limp he didn't have before, but alive. When she ran to him, he caught her with both arms, holding her like someone who had been fighting for the right to come back. "You got my letter?" he asked quietly. She nodded. "I didn't send it. It was with my things. They must have thought—" He didn't finish. He didn't need to. She pressed her forehead to his, the carved bird between them, and for the first time since the war began, the world felt like it might heal. Together, they stood under the falling snow, two souls stitched together by everything they had lost and everything they still hoped to find.